everyone, welcome back to the Porn Out Podcast. We're back again. I say this every week. Woo! Guys, it's been a week. We had the best episode ever last week from what I remember. Sam hasn't edited it yet, so I can't remember it yet. But as always, I'm joined by Sam and Stephen. Welcome back, gents. How are we?
Hello, I'm good, mate. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Despite everything, I'm pretty good, actually, so...
Good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
Stephen, how are you doing? How Chelsea get on?
They lost. It's funny because by the time this goes up, it'll be like a week and a half ago.
Yeah, so what I did, you'd already joined this, but I hadn't looked at what the Chelsea score actually was, so I deafened you so you couldn't hear what me and Matt were saying, right? It's like server deafened you. Checked the score and I was like, Matt, by the way, Chelsea lost.
Yeah, no, that was 21 penalties scored out of 22. And it was 0-0 in the match.
Jesus.
Yeah, I seen that it was 0-0.
Yeah, the person to miss the penalty in sudden death was our goalkeeper. It was the last. Literally every single player scored, and it got down to the two goalkeepers, and ours fucking cleared the crossbar.
Oh,
is it still Kepa at Chelsea?
It was Mendy who played the full match, and then in the 125th minute.
Yeah.
115th minute, sorry, or whatever. They subbed him off and put Kepa on.
Oh, right, okay. Fair enough.
Because it worked in the Super Cup.
They
subbed him off, put Kepa on, and he won us the match by saving a penalty. And then in this one, he fucking lost us the match.
Is Petr Cech still the goalkeeper?
No, not for about 15 years.
I had to Google it as well. See who the goalkeeper was in 2011 because I remember it from school.
That's hilarious.
So, to start off this episode,
is anyone drinking today?
Well, I didn't think you would be, so I just drank beer instead. So, well, yeah.
Well,
I'm at work in a few hours, so I can't.
I completely forgot to get a drink, so give me a second.
If we were recording at 1 PM, I would have done it. But 10 hours is plenty of time to recover, but 3 probably isn't.
It makes me laugh how you do this and go back into work. Yes, mate.
Considering you're doing beer, I'll do a beer as well.
Yes, mate, go on. Alright, okay, cool. So, I had this question suggested to me by a friend at work, right? So, gentlemen, I want to know, if you cloned yourself and that clone wanked you off, is it just a hand job? Is it incest or is it homosexual?
It's homosexual.
It depends.
Sorry for jumping in on that. We probably could have kicked it around a bit. But...
It depends.
I think about this all the time.
If we're talking about this, first of all, the clone that's been made of us, does it have a conscious mind? That's the first thing I'll ask.
Because if it does, Sam doesn't want it.
No, but I mean, obviously, people...
Sam prefers undeveloped minds.
No.
Sam, you walked into that one, mate.
Yeah, to be fair. No, I'm questioning it because, people can make robots and stuff now, fine, whatever, but they don't actually have a conscious mind, do they? You know?
That's because they're not clones, Sam.
Yeah, but they're still a clone.
No, it's absolutely not by definition.
If they took a proper
it's a manufactured being.
Right,
it's not even a being.
Right,
it's an
fine.
appliance.
I agree with Stephen.
Artificial life. Then how about that then?
If Stephen's going to ruin my fun, I'm just going to agree with him.
Yeah.
No, you're asking questions. I'm telling you the facts. Sorry,
are you a scientist?
Your feelings.
Matt was hoping for a 20-minute clip out of this one.
Innit? Well, no, TikTok, I need a minute max, lad, so we got to wrap this up.
Right, next topic, fucking.
It's homosexual.
So yeah, if that doesn't sum up how my week's been. How about you guys? What have you been up to since we last spoke?
Well, today I was, I was just speaking to you about this, weren't I, before we started.
You said you had plans, but you didn't say who. Or when, or how old?
It wasn't. It wasn't. Thanks, guys.
I've only had a sip.
No, I was just saying I've been out all day clearing a backyard from my auntie's workplace.
Is that what you call it these days?
Is that what you call it?
Twice in a row. I'm sorry, Sam.
Maybe I just let you guys do this episode.
Sam's like, yeah, I'll come back later.
I'll join back later. It's nearly their bedtime.
No, for God's sake. Oh.
Sorry, Sam. Carry on.
I think we were too loud. My missus just shut the door.
Oh, oops. So yeah, that's what I've been doing today. But the rest of the week's just been work, to be honest. Nothing interesting. So that's been the most interesting part of my week.
You enjoy it too much.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Finally, an admittance.
Oh God. What about you, Stephen? What's your week consisted of?
Oh, I've only spent time with adults, Sam.
That's a shock. Is that because you're not allowed near the kids?
Exactly. You're welcome. I took the rap for you.
Shut up! For God's sake, when can we get over this joke?
When you stop touching children.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
we shouldn't joke, Stephen. We shouldn't joke. Sam's got a serious problem here.
We're not joking.
Fuck's
I don't think it's very funny, Sam, but go on.
Right, yeah, Stephen. What's been going on with your week, anyway?
The title of this episode is just going to be The Kid Touching Episode by Sam
Jesus
Briggs.
Christ.
Thank God you added
No.
the Sam Briggs bit.
No, not thank
What?
God.
My week's been fine, I've just worked a lot.
Oh.
Yeah, I have noticed I've just not been out of work.
Yeah, I literally, only two of us work nights where I work, and if one of us is off, then the other one pretty much does whatever shifts they are.
Yeah.
And the other nights guy's suddenly off, but I already had like a full work week. So, essentially Friday night I worked 11 PM till 7 AM, and then Saturday I worked 3 PM until 7 AM this morning.
Do you just stand there?
No. I probably
builds
top
them bones,
myself if
Mark.
I just stood
It
there.
builds them
What do you do?
I mean, it's still work. There's plenty of stuff that need doing, and we're fucking full for some reason because everybody decided to come to Morecambe in February for some reason.
Stephen's fuming. Can you hear it? He's actually had to do work.
I still find it funny, and I laugh about this. The one time when me, George, and Holly had to drive to Scotland to pick up Geordie, and we drove past Morecambe, and we didn't pick you up.
Oh yeah, and then he.
To be fair, I think
Yeah.
it was working
Oh, no.
anyway. But it's the
To
fact
be
that we
fair-
drove past Morecambe when you were coming to mine that night.
Yeah. Oh no, that was the.
No, that was the Lauren Alexis episode, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
That was
and I needed to be here because it was like Sam could film at yours, but there wasn't anywhere else for me to
Yeah.
film. So
For
I had
new
to film
for-
here and then get the train.
For new listeners on the TikTok, yes, that happened. We had Lauren Alexis on. I know.
It's still
Yeah, we've got
everything from Lauren Alexis is our most viewed. Everything.
we're gonna be down.
When people ask about the podcast, do you also say, "Yeah, we've had Lauren Alexis on," or is it just me?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And then for April, I'll say, yeah, we had Lauren Alexis and James Bourne on.
Oh yeah, that's sick. I can't wait for that one to come out. That was.
No,
I'm still not over that. That was awesome.
I've been saying nah, and our one coming out this week is Alice. Alice has been on. That's what I've been saying the last week.
We had our mate's sister on, which sounds. I think that sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah,
Your
I
mate's
think
sister.
so. I think
Let's
so.
just clarify, mate's sister who is of age and not
Sam
young.
was disappointed. Sam was petitioning for younger, but we were like, no, this is the age, Sam. We can't mess about.
We can't
Well.
go any younger.
That's your motto.
Oh Christ. Well,
It's the opposite of Sam's motto.
quickly moving away from this stuff. This is a weird question that I've seen online the other day.
Finally,
Actually,
it's normally me and Stephen coming up with a weird shit.
yeah, no, I've actually got a topic here.
You've got one topic. It's been a year.
But hold on a second, my dog wants to come in my room.
Oh yeah,
no.
excuses. Go, oh, I've forgotten the topic now. Sorry, boys.
No. The topic is right.
Mom, what can I
So-
say, Stephen?
Picture the scene, right? Pretend you're in a movie and you're walking into, I don't know, a big hall or something. if you had intro music to your entrance, what would that music be? And why?
Oh, yeah, that's a
Fucking
good one.
hell.
I like that.
So yeah, I saw this question the other day and I thought, okay, that's an
Steven's
interesting
will be
one.
like some like Slipknot shit.
I've literally never listened to Slipknot in my life.
Have you not?
No.
Oh.
No, Stevens would be like, and I feel so numb.
Yeah. That is a tune. It is a tune.
Yeah, it's a tune, however.
Oh, okay, Sam said that to mock me, and Matt's like, you know what, that might be mine.
No, it's a good tune.
Yeah, shit, I was going to say
Oh,
that.
my dog's left now.
I didn't know who it was like. That's a good one. Alright then, Sam. Who would you have then, Sam? You've
Well,
had time to think about this.
Yeah, you see, I've had a couple of days to think about this, and I
was
still
gonna say
am.
something like fucking George Ezra, ain't he?
George Ezra is sick.
Hold back the river, looking. No. You know what? I've still not actually thought of an answer to this one. That's why I thought I'd ask you guys.
It's your
and hope you
topic.
guys. No, I was hoping you guys would come up with an answer first, so I could run it
I
off
didn't
you
realise
guys.
I would have to come up with an answer.
So
What?
I would use the music which I used in my Clash application. No problem saying the
okay.
name of the artist because you won't remember it. But if you go back and watch that, that's what I do because that is a badass song and that's like the song of like my YouTube career. I fucking love that song. And it'd be sick for
fair enough.
entrances. Me and Jacob used to use it in the Absolutely Jolly Days, so I'd probably use that. Either that or the Willie song from the IT Crowd, Stephen.
Yeah.
Took Steve a couple of seconds to.
For context, Sam, it goes Willies, Willies. I like Willies.
It's I love Willies.
I can imagine you walking into a proper like acting cool like suit and something, or just like brushing yourself out. This song's just on in the background.
My missus just walks past on FaceTime to her mum like, oh no.
Not again.
I would go with, until recently, I probably would have said, Matt, do you remember Logan's walk-on song for the boxing in LA? That fucked up. That. If you heard it, it's XXX Tentacion.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely not. Definitely not.
I didn't know it was him. I only knew it because I Shazammed it.
Yeah,
But yeah, it would have been that one until recently.
that's cool. Right.
Just because it's cool. But you two won't have heard this. But there's a song called "Do You Want to Taste It" by a band called Wigwam, and until the middle of January this year, I'd never heard of this song before, and then it got used as the intro to a TV show I started watching, and now it's the only song that is in my head at all times. It's incredible, and I'm gonna. It's incredible, and after this, I'm gonna send you a link to the song.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna send you a link to the intro to the TV show because it's a dance number to this music.
Okay.
I love this little dance.
It's literally hair metal, which probably won't mean anything to you, but it's like think like Steel Panther.
Oh
like,
yeah.
That kind of.
Okay.
That kind of like old Bon Jovi type thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Fair
That
enough.
sort of music.
Old
Sam, what
banjo
about,
string.
What about yours?
Man, you know
Don't get me
what?
started.
You know what? I'll probably get a jokey one, so something stupid like Barbie Girl or something. I'm a Barbie
What?
Girl.
Blink 182 was my age again.
Oh, for God's sake. No, I get like some Barbie Girl. Can you imagine just walking into a place and all of a sudden Barbie Girl starts playing top volume? You're just like,
I can imagine you doing it, yeah.
Thanks.
You know what? I always think with like boxers, like I think surely the best mental games to be would be like instead of like doing the trash talk, oh I'm gonna fucking kill it, just be really really nice to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it so that he
That's-
doesn't want to punch you. Like
That's
you know,
why I've made enemies throughout my life, Stephen.
just be like,
Oh,
in the face to face, just be like, you have beautiful eyes.
I would so do that. You'd be like, I want to fucking kill you. I'd be like, aw,
You
you're so
might- yeah.
polite.
I'm gonna say, imagine, like, do you know, like, obviously they usually like touch foreheads and stuff, don't they? Like when they're doing that intense stare down. Just imagine just making a noise like that right in front of the face.
I'd be like, you have lovely skin.
I reckon when you're that face to face and you're just giving each other the eye down like that, the stare down. I reckon you're just going for a kiss.
Can you imagine the news stories the day after?
Was it?
Literally.
I think it was either KSI or Minute Minute. They made a video about that. It was like how to win a fight, and whenever someone's about to punch you, just pull your trousers down.
I think that was. I think that was JJ. You know.
It sounds more like KSI, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just pull your trousers down. I think he filmed it with Minute Minute. Guys, like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Then again, you do that now, and it's you go to prison.
Yeah, more than likely. Actually, I'm thinking about it.
I watched the new Jackass last night. It was fucking hilarious. Have you guys seen it?
you?
Don't spoil it for me. I really wanted to go see it, and then I ended up not being able to.
No, it's great.
There's one showing a day at my local cinema now.
Oh wow! Have you guys, speaking of new films, have you watched the Uncharted yet? Because I haven't, and I want to.
I was going to go yesterday because old films are £3 yesterday at Cineworld. That's the reason I went, because it's all I can afford.
Okay.
Yeah.
And even that was in my overdraft.
Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, all films. So I went, but I was going to go see Uncharted, but Zach was asleep. So I thought my days of going to cinema by myself were over. I can't do it anymore. So I went to see Jackass in the evening instead. It's fucking bro.
I watched the bootleg version of Uncharted. Like, I watched it online. Because I was like, I don't want to fucking support this film. I'm not paying money towards it. And it was just as shite as I expected it to be.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah. I went into it thinking Tom Holland is not Nathan Drake. And I was like, but you know what? I'll give it a go. And I was absolutely right. It's just Tom Holland in an action movie.
I was gonna say like
it's just
it's
Tom Holland in an action movie, and they've put the name Uncharted on it.
Yeah, the only reason I'm going to watch it is because of Tom Holland being in it. I just want to see what he's like outside of the other stuff.
Watch literally any other action movie that Tom Holland's done, and you've seen this film.
No, fair enough.
Spider-Man.
It's every single action film you've ever seen.
Yeah.
And Mark Wahlberg's in it. It's like, Mark Wahlberg's playing Sully. No, he's not. Mark Wahlberg is playing Mark Wahlberg.
No.
Nice.
Fair enough.
I wouldn't be. I'm not that. I don't play games. I wouldn't be that arse, except for the fact that when the game was made, Nathan Drake was literally based and modelled on Nathan Fillion. And then they did, like, a couple of years ago, like Nathan Fillion and loads of people who love the games got together and made like a fan film of Uncharted.
Okay. That's cool.
And it was like the best. It was, you know how every video game film adaptation is fucking god awful, but they keep trying. This was like the one that every single person that watched it was like, oh my god, just make a longer version of this, and we'll all be happy. And then a week later, they were like, guess what? Guess who's playing Nathan Drake? Tom Holland, the 15-year-old looking boy. So, okay, so not the guy.
Thing is, though, they've got
not
the
guy
him.
who wants to play him and was modelled after him. But
the main reason they've got Tom Holland though is because he's already all over the newspapers.
Yeah,
that's the main reason.
That's literally it. They've got him because he's a famous actor right now, not because he's
really
good at playing Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's why they got. If you guys remember the Daniel Radcliffe doing The Woman in Black, they made it at 12 just so all the Harry Potter fangirls can go watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. To be fair,
they tried the hardest to keep that at 12.
I like The Woman in Black as well, but they made it at 12 for that exact reason.
They tried the hardest to get it to a 12 as well. You can tell in the film.
Yeah. As soon as there's a jump scare on there, just tone it back down. Like, oh no, it's alright.
Yeah.
Oh,
classic.
But yeah, go watch Jackass. It's great. They do one, which is, you would have seen it online already, but they get like they tell one of them that they've got the lightweight to punch him in the balls, like a lightweight boxer or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's actually the heavyweight champion or some shit. He's got the fastest punch in the world.
Oh my god.
George King told me it's like the same velocity as some
it's like being hit by a car or something, isn't it?
Basically, yeah. So they did that. And then they got the guy who could hit a hockey puck. They got the guy who could do that to hit it again at his balls, and then they got a guy to pogo stick onto his balls. Pogo stick. Yes. It was horrible. I was there, like every bloke in the cinema was going, oh.
I can actually feel the pain already.
Wait until you watch it. Honestly, I had to look away. I was like, "Fuck that!" I was like,
"Oh, that's pure made me like cringe." Oh.
But it's good. It's fucking hilarious. I can't remember the last time I laughed that much in the cinema.
Christ,
So yeah, I do recommend.
Oh god. Oh, that's proper giving me like the shivers and everything. That
weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh god.
Matt, do you want to give us
Anyway.
an update on that story?
Which one?
The one that you said, I've got an update to a story.
I told you before, and it wasn't exciting at all.
Yeah, no, it's not exciting enough for the podcast.
It was just,
Not
it
a-
was literally just, the person I knew from that story is now going out with one of my YouTube mates. That's it.
I want to be bothered and say you spent the last week going, oh, I've got an update to a story for the podcast. Then you
No,
told us before the podcast.
I said it once, and it's not even that exciting. I just woke up to a Snapchat one day off her, and it was my mate, and I was like, huh? And then I looked on Instagram, and I was like, oh, but how? But I don't know. I'm happy for you guys.
Yeah, fair enough. No, right, fine then. If nobody else wants to get a topic, because I think you guys want to talk about your stuff in the second half, I'm gonna guess. We'll go
Alright.
straight on to.
I want
What
to put
is-
off my story as long as I can.
Oh God, okay. What is a disgusting habit that some people have, and it really like pisses you off, basically? So like a pet peeve habit that other people have.
Oh. I know. No manners.
This is a
Being
very
rude.
broad
Oh,
question. Oh yeah, no manners.
What did you say,
It's
Stephen?
rude. It's
What did you say, Stephen? Just then.
I said that was a very broad question because you could go like, oh, I hate it when people cheat on me.
Yeah, no. Just things. That's not a habit, though. That's not a disgusting habit, is it? It's just something that someone
You
like.
haven't met Matt's ex.
Christ.
You haven't met Matt.
Oh, what?
You got me.
Yeah, no. To be fair, manners. Yeah, that's bad manners is awful, isn't it? I had someone the other day. I was telling my dad about this.
Sorry, I just thought of one. Go on, Sam.
Oh, do you want to say yours first, and then I'll say mine?
No, you say yours.
So there was
Let's
this.
take a minute to calm myself down about how much this pisses me off.
Fair enough. Okay, so you know, like when you pull out of a road, obviously, like cars driving up and down the
Oh,
main
why did you
road.
say road, man? That could have been such a good story.
What?
Well, you said pull out of a road. I thought you were going to say pull out of a girl.
Oh.
And tell us some exciting sex story.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
You should have done better.
I should have done.
Right, go on. Yeah, pull out of a road.
And then, like, you're letting, like, you flash your lights or you put your hand up or whatever to let someone out. Stephen, you can't relate to this, but Matt, you're letting someone out of a side street or whatever. And then, oh my God, this person behind this car tried to, like, force the way out as well as this other car. So what I
Right.
did, like, I was just carrying on driving after this, and what I did, they almost smack into me, so I drove my car in front of their car. I just sat there and just looked at them like this, parked up, I just sat there and just looked at them like this, with my window like exactly eye level at their windscreen
Just
window.
there, like,
I was just like,
really?
I was like, what? And there was cars behind me, and they knew exactly what I was. Well, I hope they knew what I was doing. But yeah, so that annoys me when people are just bad drivers on the road.
Yeah, like Kira.
Yeah. I hope you were
Go on,
watching this.
Stephen.
My one, and Matt is guilty of this, but someone who's
Oh, no.
more guilty of this is George TG.
Oh,
And other people as well. I don't know if I can say
It's-
this is a habit, but it's
something to do. Is it something to do with replying?
Yes. Like, look, I get people are busy and stuff, so fair enough. If I put a message into our podcast group chat during the day, half the time I don't get a response within 5-10 minutes. It's like, all right, well, everybody's probably busy at work. Fair enough. I'm not that bothered.
Yeah.
But if we're having a conversation and we're specifically trying to make plans or organise something, and then all of a sudden I don't get a fucking reply for 45 minutes, that pisses me the fuck off.
Sorry, mate.
You know what? I think a lot of.
Matt, you're bad at this. George TG is worse at this. Literally a few days ago, I let you in behind the curtain for the night before LA, because obviously we're flying from Heathrow. None of us live in London, so we were booking a travel lodge like near Heathrow, and I'd worked a 12-hour shift. I'd only had 4 hours sleep going into that 12-hour shift, and I messaged George because he was like, I'll just book the hotel now and then just ping me your half when you get paid. I was like, yeah, no problem. I didn't have a problem with sorting that out fucking in that evening.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm not that bothered. It's not going to change price in 25 minutes or like a few hours.
Yeah.
So I wasn't that asked. And then 6:30 in the morning, George replies to me. He's just like, "Yeah, sweet. Let's sort it now. You know, tell me how much it is. I'll send you the money. We'll get all this sorted." I was like, "Yeah, all right, no problem." I opened the page on my phone, and then by this point, it's about 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Where I finish work, I'm going up to get a precious few hours of sleep before starting a 16-hour shift. And then I'm just like, right, yeah, these are the bank details. Just send the money to me, no problem. No fucking reply from George.
Oh no.
And then I was just had his Snapchat open because I was literally waiting for as soon as the money. I had my card details fucking written into the Travelodge page, ready to press pay. and it was literally 40 minutes.
Oh. Christ.
And then I messaged him on Snapchat like, "Mate, if you want to do this later, fine, because I fucking need to go to sleep now." And he was just like, "Oh, what are your bank details?" I was like, "I fucking sent them there."
Same as before.
Just you know the bank details he sent money to last time? Those ones.
You know what? This very
And
much so.
it literally ended up. I was starting work at 3 p.m. I didn't end up getting that hotel room booked until about 8:30, 20 to 9.
Oh my god. This very much so reminds me of Rio last year with Clash. He asked about 8 times in the chat and 9 times in the chat what date it was. Do you remember?
To be fair, Matt and George did the exact same thing. The amount of times we book events or holidays or even, and we get a message from Matt and George fucking 25 times every week going, "Oh, what are the dates again, by the way? I need to book it off work." Did you not book it off? Did you not book it off work 3 weeks ago when we told you?
Oh, guys, I do love you.
It's funny, whenever Stephen messages me, it doesn't matter what I tell him. Like, I'm like, "Oh, Stephen, my nan just died." And he's just like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry to hear that, mate. Have you booked your LA flight yet?" I'm like, "Motherfucker."
To be fair, Matt, we've been trying to get you to book your LA flight since April last year.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
And we're now 3 months away.
Believe me, I know. This has not been an easy 3 months for me. At all.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Anyway, that's my pet peeve.
Yes, I can see. I can see your face getting red and angry. Me and Matt just sat there and listened that entire time. We're like, "Yeah."
Just got I'm gonna cry after this one.
That's my pet peeve. People not replying when you're in the middle of making.
That's my pet peeve. Matt and George.
Matt and George.
the 2 blokes I'm going away with.
Oh well, I think we're safe to call it at a break here. I don't know about you guys, but
Let's go get a counselling session and then we'll.
I was gonna say I think we all need to calm down a little bit before the second.
No,
half.
I need another beer, mate. And then I'm good to go.
Alright, we'll see you in a second.
See you in a minute,
Bye.
guys.
Hello and welcome back to Forward Out. We've just come back off the break and let's cut straight to it. Sam's just told me he's joining the dating game again. Sam, tell me what you've just about to tell me. Didn't you tweet out something or something?
Yeah, so I think it was last week I tweeted out, might consider entering the dating scene once again. I don't know though, right? And one of the replies was, go for it, you never know what might happen, live your life, Sam, right?
Right,
So
okay.
I replied, bear in mind this was about an hour and a half after I tweeted this, right? I replied, "It's too scary, I'm leaving again." And then someone else replied, "Sounds exhausting, not worth it." I was like, "Yeah, I'm tired of it already," to be honest. That was about 20 minutes after.
I think I replied to you saying you're implying you were out of the dating game by choice.
Yeah, Stephen replied, "Wait a minute, you were out of the dating scene by choice?" And I replied, "Well, I've not actively searched for one, so I guess so, yeah."
Oh man.
And then George King, you know, coming in clutch saying, "Sam, I'll set you up."
Oh God no. God no. George King's wiped up now, can you believe it?
Yeah, I know, yeah. You know what, fair
No,
play
I
to him.
can't believe it.
That's
I
what
know
I
she's
said.
real.
That's what I said, and then she sat on my sofa and I was like, oh, shit, she's real.
and you lifted up the other side, and you thought, "Nah, yeah, it's real."
Anyway, that was the short thing about that. Stephen, you said you really don't want to get into your topic, so why don't we get into it now?
You know what? No, I'll save you. I'll save you, Stephen. Sam, I want to know a bit more. What puts you off the dating scene? Why aren't you going back to relationships and females? Why?
I think it's quite similar to what Stephen said like a couple of months ago on the podcast. It's just
not by choice.
No, not quite that. No, it's just like
won't give them permission.
She's too young to go on a date. They're all sat around a bargain bucket.
Here we go again. The start of every episode and the halfway point.
My cock was too big for her.
Oh my god. No, it's just one of those. Like, if I want to travel somewhere, I want to travel alone. I don't want to have the stress of having somebody else suggesting things to me. Does that make sense?
Right.
So like, with us guys, for example, we'll go somewhere, no clue at all what we're doing. Take August last year, for example, when we went to London. Went there, no idea. We knew we were going to arrive and drink. That was it.
Pretty much.
That's and we planned that too much because we planned to drink. That was too much planning. I just like doing my own thing in my own time, and then, like, for example, if let's say, I'm going to London. Well, I'm actually going to Kent in June.
Can we come?
Unfortunately not. It's a friend that you don't know's 26th birthday.
Oh, girl. Okay, you carry on.
Crack on, Sam.
Crack on. That's the one. No, and it's just like, if I was with somebody, they'd be like, oh, can I come? Can I do this? Oh, we can do this. We can stop here.
I literally just said that.
But it's just one of them, like...
Sam, I get what you're saying, because it's like, if you're going to hang out with your friends, you don't necessarily always want your missus with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, even if your missus doesn't ask to come with you, there's that sort of unspoken, like, well, I feel a bit dodgy just being like, right,
exactly,
see you later,
yeah.
my friends.
No,
but
for
at
real,
the same time,
yeah.
At the same time, she might not even give a fuck. She might not even want to come.
Yeah.
But you're like, well, if I don't bring my missus, then I'm a prick.
Yeah.
Because it looks like you're cutting her out.
That's exactly how I felt. And then it was at the start I was like that, but I wasn't getting invited to her shit. So I was hang on. But then it was just like didn't realise I wanted to go sort of thing. So since then, obviously, we do everything together. But she didn't know I wanted to do shit. Whereas with me, I just said like, I'm sure she'll want to come. And that's why obviously we did caravan and everything. I was like,
that was class though. That was fantastic.
Yeah, I talk about that way too much.
Yeah, we do. Let's move on from that.
So you don't want a missus or to be in relationships because they might want to come with you to our events.
That sort of thing. But then it's like,
you like doing your own thing. You don't want to live your life, make your decisions for your own life, and go, oh, but. What does my missus think about this?
Yeah.
Like I say,
can I make this decision knowing that it affects the girlfriend as well?
Will I get in trouble? That sort of thing.
I was just about to say, every relationship I've ever been in has always been, oh, why didn't you invite me? Oh, you can't go there because of this. It's been like, oh, can't be arsed with it.
I think as soon if you're in a relationship and either one of you gets to the point where you're saying you can't go here,
it's over.
You need to get out of the relationship.
Oh, literally, You should not be. You should not be in it if that's the case.
No, and I think that's one of the main things putting me off, to be honest.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm game. So if any single ladies are watching, where the DMs are. No, they're not. They're not. No, I never mind any single ones. There's just no females watching.
You're gonna get a DM from Jordy Fox.
Oh Christ, Jordy, please.
My mum was watching.
Yeah, but she's not a single lady.
Give it time.
Give it time.
Alright,
anyway,
we want to know about this story that you're too embarrassed to tell us. Go on then, what's this story?
Okay. So
60 seconds, remember? Come on.
No, this is not a TikTok clip because it's grim.
It definitely is.
So obviously you guys know probably a week or so ago I put in the chat about how I had gone 2 years without getting COVID, but I managed to catch gastroenteritis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought it was a dream.
No. So gastroenteritis, for those of you who don't know, it essentially means you're desperate for a shit about every 5 minutes at maximum.
Oh god.
Regardless of whether you've eaten.
Right.
Like I would say 95% of the shits I had were water.
Oh.
I told you this was grim, but this isn't even the grim. This isn't even the grim bit, believe it or not.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I had 2 toilet rolls left. Absolutely fine, because I'm in work that day.
Yeah.
So could pick up another one. Except all of a sudden, obviously, I wasn't in work. Because obviously I had to get the day off, and I got through 2 toilet rolls in honestly about an hour and a half. And at that point, it was like the next time I went, because I was like shivering as well. I was freezing.
Yeah.
So the next time I went, I was like, right, I'll just get in the shower and just clean that way. But then after I did that, I was like, I'm fucking having diarrhea every 5 minutes, right? I can't get in the shower every 5 minutes for like however long. It was awful, right? But then I thought, right, I was like, right, what else could I do? Because I didn't have any toilet roll. There was nobody else in the house. I couldn't go to the fucking shop. Right?
Okay.
I'd get to the end of my fucking garden and have to throw my pants away. Right? So, if you're laughing now, just wait. So the only thing I thought, because I was like, well, I'm not going to use my fucking socks. So I was like, right, the only option I've got is I've got like antibacterial wipes downstairs.
Oh
right?
no. Okay.
So my thing, I had like 2 full packs of them, and I was like, right, in the morning I'll be able to get somebody to go pick them up from the shop for me, like on the way back from work. So all I have to do is last until the morning using antibacterial wipes.
Okay.
I was like, well, that's not that big a deal, is it? I'll just have to fucking get through it. It's not great, but it's a makeshift solution, right?
Yeah.
So did that. I was essentially using antibacterial wipes to wipe my ass for about 12 hours. And now it might have occurred to you. It didn't occur to me at the time because I was in somewhat of a crisis.
Your water bill had to be paid.
It turns out. So gastroenteritis lasts about, it says 24 to 48 hours. For me, ended up being about 40 hours before I fully stopped shitting. But after that amount of time, when things started to relax and I wasn't as ill, I thought, well, that's weird because I'm still a bit in pain and I'm not shitting anymore, so this is weird. It turns out, don't wipe your ass with antibacterial wipes.
I knew that was coming.
What I'd done after wiping my ass with antibacterial wipes for 12 hours, I'd given myself a chemical burn on my asshole.
You gotta hear this.
So that wasn't great, but then obviously that meant even over the next couple of days, it basically meant I basically screamed every time I had to wipe my ass after that.
You would have just ripped all the top surface of skin off.
Just scream.
Thankfully, my lodger would just be downstairs and he'd just hear, ah! And you just go, oh, that's Stephen having a shit again. Yeah, so there. Thankfully, I was then off anyway for the next like 4 or 5 days. But yeah, literally, it took about. It literally took about 4 days before I was able to wipe my ass without extreme pain. I couldn't sit down.
Can you imagine? Right? Can you imagine?
The chairs in my kitchen are like wooden, and I couldn't sit on them because it was too painful. Like it was horrific. I literally had to. When I sat down, thankfully, this chair that I used for filming is kind of cushioned and padded. So I managed to sit down on this after a while. But so that was it. I gave myself a chemical burn on my arsehole.
My
I can just
throat and
imagine.
head hurts from laughing.
So does mine. I can just
Stephen's
imagine
arsehole.
right. I can just imagine Stephen sat on the toilet, just typing into like Google. Why does my arse hurt after I use an antibacterial wipe?
Literally, it was literally because I thought I thought for the first like 2 days where I had the gastroenteritis, after a few hours of using antibacterial wipes, it hurt. But I was like, well, I've been shitting every 5 minutes since like 6 p.m. last night, so it's not a surprise it's not a surprise that my arse hurt a bit. And then the gastroenteritis went away, and then a day later it was still incredibly painful, and I was like, there's got to be. Cause I'd never thought about it before, because it's been if I've run out of toilet roll before, and it's like I need the toilet before I can go to the shop, it's just like, oh well, I've got some antibacterial wipes, I'll just use a couple, and it's never been a problem. But obviously, using them for about 12 hours every 5 minutes, that is a problem. So yeah, and you don't know literally the shame, the shame of knowing that after like 4 days after the gastroenteritis had gone away, I was still in extreme pain, and knowing it was all my fucking fault. Like,
Oh, that's so funny.
Your housemate downstairs and just hears, ah! I'm actually crying listening to that. I can't imagine what you felt. Did you Google it to find out what you had?
what the gastroenteritis or the chemical?
Yeah.
Both.
Well, yeah, because I essentially, for a while, I just thought, because you know how sometimes, maybe something you ate or whatever, sometimes you just feel a bit ill. I thought,
Yeah.
well, it's probably that, after like the first couple of times, because I hadn't eaten all day and I was working nights and dodgy hours, so sometimes your body can just mess up a bit. But after the first couple of times you go into the toilet, I was like, this is weird, because like I haven't eaten anything, but it's literally like every 4 or 5 minutes I needed the toilet.
Yeah.
So that's weird. And then after a while, like I think when it got to about 11 o'clock, I was like, at that point it'd been 5 hours of like pretty much every 5 minutes having to go to the toilet.
That's so funny.
And it was, so at that point I rang 101, which is like the non-emergency NHS number.
Yeah.
Because I was literally, because I didn't know what it was. I didn't want to be that dickhead. Like, if I've got a bit of a pain in my leg, it's like, I'll just fucking walk it off. It'll get better or it won't.
Stephen rings him up.
But
I can't stop shitting.
but I mean, you know how, because that's the thing as well, because when you're speaking to them, they need the explicit details.
Yeah.
So I was, so that wasn't great. But when I spoke to them on the phone, and then they were like, right, okay, we'll get an on-call clinician to ring you. I was like, okay, well that's not good, because if it was something very basic, they'd say just fucking get over it, you know.
Yeah.
And then the clinician rang me and were like, yeah, it's gastroenteritis and it's incredibly fucking infectious, basically. So basically don't leave your room and it'll probably be fine in 2 days.
Oh,
that.
Stephen.
So that wasn't great. And then I googled gastroenteritis, and like it was like the dictionary definition, everything that gastroenteritis was. That's what I was having.
I'm shitting a lot.
Look, pretty much.
Oh my god.
God, I hope I can get that into 60 seconds.
God.
I don't
my
think
God.
I've laughed this much on this podcast before.
No. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Is that up there with the banjo string story?
You know what? That tops that story. Mate, that's so funny.
Oh, guys, we need to start having sex again so we can do more sex story episodes.
True.
Speak for yourself.
Very true. Okay, Mike, you said you had something to speak about.
It's too
Yeah,
soon,
top
mate.
that.
It's too soon, mate. I'm still laughing.
Okay. How about we go into another topic that I've got? Because I said I was going to throw some questions out there.
Yeah, go on then.
Yeah, do it. For the love of God, do it.
Quickly move on from
What's your favourite colour? Well, let's start with the
if-
topics this week.
If you could learn one question, like if you could learn the answer to a question about your future, what would that question be? So it could be anything. So it could be what
Will I
breakfast.
ever be happy?
What what breakfast will I be having on like the 7th of March? I don't know.
Imagine the answer is just hopefully one day.
At least
Yeah,
you
so
have a
what
nice
is it?
personality.
What is the question you'd like to ask? Like the only one question that you've got to, find out.
Is Stephen a virgin?
I can tell you the answer to that now.
Yes.
You've wasted your question. Sam, I'd assume yours is, will they ever lower the age of consent?
No.
You should move to Japan, it's more in line with your taste.
Oh Christ.
Literally.
Or
God,
Portugal.
no.
Me and Jacob went there and David Dobrik tried to set us up with some 14-year-olds.
Oh Jesus Christ.
I'm
No,
sure I've
thank
explained
you.
that one before.
Yeah, you have, but the funny thing is, to anyone listening to this for the first time, they're going to go, David Dobrik tried to move 14-year-olds to you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, maybe
You'll
like
get a
that.
lawsuit, mate.
Yeah.
Mate, I've got all your merch, you've got to listen to me some way or another.
I tell you what, there's a TikTok clip in that.
Oh shit.
Oh Christ. I don't know what. Like, see, I've got this question off the internet, like literally like 20 minutes ago.
I'm shocked.
So I'm just like, I don't actually have an answer to this myself. So I was hoping you guys would, get some proper questions. But
So
Matt's
if we
question
could
is,
have-
is Stephen a virgin?
So if we could if we could have one question
You
answered
can have the
about
answer,
anything,
yeah.
Yeah, about anything at all in the future.
I would love to know about life in the universe. Because
Okay.
Question.
is there other
Is there
life?
life in the universe?
Is there other life in the universe? Yeah. Because obviously there's that famous.
That's,
There's that,
that's already been proved.
Yeah, no, but like a definitive
bacteria.
answer.
okay,
on other
okay,
planets.
alright, okay. Is there intelligent life in the universe apart from us? Because
Yeah,
there's that
that's
saying where it's just like there either is or there isn't, and both
Yeah,
answers
yeah,
are
yeah.
equally as terrifying. TikTok clip.
Yeah, that's true. Good question, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mum was going to be like, am I ever going to get a job that pays more than this one? No.
Am I ever going to get paid?
I think
Oh.
you should probably ask your housemate that.
A question.
I don't know. Because I feel like any questions I would actually want to know the answer to that would be worth anything in me knowing, it's stuff that I wouldn't want spoiled for me.
Yeah.
It's stuff like, because it's stuff like, oh, well, I'm gonna, because I assume these questions you can't like make money off it. If I was just like,
No, you could- no, yeah.
Who wins the next World Cup?
Yeah.
No, you can't
And then
ask
I
that,
find the
yeah.
answer and I put like $1,000 on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was expecting yours to be something like, will Logan Paul ever come on the podcast?
I can answer that now.
No. No, I don't know what mine actually would be, to be honest. Will I find somebody that won't just fuck me about? Deep.
Will she ever love me back?
No.
Will I wake
Well,
up and
won't
she's still
when,
there?
She won't when she turns 18.
Jesus, Stephen, please. This just gets more and more of them per episode. Right, Matt, I think we've had enough time to calm down from Stephen's asshole story.
So, for context for the viewers, Geordie, I said to these guys, we should do a segment every week where we've each got our own topic to bring about a certain subject. So, for example, I'm going to do conspiracies with Matt. There can be Stephen's controversial opinion, Sam's educating Matt and Stephen. It can be anything on a scale. But since I love conspiracies, scary shit, mine's going to be conspiracies from Matt conspiracy, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So, we're going to start off this week with a conspiracy that I saw today. The segment's already meant to be short, but since we're at the end of the episode, we'll see how far it takes us. So, I had a look on Reddit, and by Reddit I mean TikTok, about what topics are out there right now. So, starting off.
Which ones are trending?
Well, actually, it's funny you say that. So, in 2018, there was the 10-year challenge on Facebook, which encouraged Facebook users to upload pictures from 2008 and a current one from 2018.
Oh, you keep cutting out, Matt. Hold on a sec. You keep cutting out. Is it?
Don't know why I fucking bother.
It's literally you keep
Every about 10 words you cut out.
Facebook encouraged users to upload pictures of.
Oh dear.
In 2019.
Yeah.
Okay, let me speak some gibberish for a sec, see if it does it again. Hello, my name's Matt.
Oh.
Welcome back to the Pour Out podcast.
It cut out
I'm
the
joined with
podcast.
Matt, Stephen. Bastard. Right.
Oh, bye, Matt.
Hello. Welcome back to the Pour Out podcast.
Yeah, that worked all the way through.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Okay. Start again.
So the conspiracy goes as follows. So, the 10-year challenge on Facebook in 2018, which encouraged Facebook users to upload pictures from 2008 and a current one from 2018, was actually a front by programmers to gain data and examples. Was actually a front by programmers to gain data and examples to train facial recognition and age progression software. Ooh. What do you think?
Oh.
Well, I think they've probably already got enough information on it. I mean, we unlock our fucking phones with our face.
I mean, that's true, but you know
why
what?
Why do they give a shit? Oh, well, people who... First of all, Facebook was invented in 2005, so most people already have their pictures from 2008 on Facebook anyway. So it's like, oh, well, they uploaded pictures from 10 years before that are aid with facial recognition. What, you mean like all the CCTV cameras in most of the world that have facial recognition already?
Go on, Matt, sorry.
Stephen makes complete sense. So, the only reason why I believe this is just because it's easier. Because most people, including myself, uploaded a photo split into two halves. One from when I was a kid and one from 10 years later. So then, they've got two examples right in front of them. One image, they can just gather points of interest from each image. Boom. Done a lot easier.
Yeah, rather than getting the two images themselves. You know what, yeah, I agree with that, yeah. But I feel like...
Makes sense. I'm pissed. I just made that up.
They'll also have pictures of you as a child from previous passports.
Yeah.
But and also your driving licence, which will be probably when you were 16, when you can get or 17, when you can get a provisional driving licence.
No, my provisional has a photo of me on from when I was 9. Which I used to get to clubs. If anything,
you're proving my point.
No, you know what, Matt?
It sounds to me like those fucking anti-vax morons that are like, oh well, they're putting a chip into your body. Well, you're tweeting that on a fucking location GPS-enabled smartphone, you moron.
Yeah.
You unlock with your face and keep all your bank details on.
I remember that. People talk about trackers and shit.
Bill Gates doesn't give a fuck what Doris from Sedgefield is doing.
Sedgefield.
Sedgefield? Where the fuck is that?
Durham.
Where's that?
Near Newcastle.
Right, okay.
Oh, yeah.
So where the fuck's that?
Where the fuck is that?
No, Matt, I feel like every time we have conspiracies on this, me and you believe them and Stephen just gives us a real answer. No, I fully believe that. I believe that because it does make it easier for them. Because they can literally just merge the two images and see the similarities there. Yeah, I agree
exactly.
with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll give you another one then. So this is very similar. Front-facing cameras are already tracking your eye movements to see what catches your attention so it can better advertise for you.
I agree with that. You don't even have to. You don't even have to like think. Like you can even nowadays, you can just think of something and you've got an advert with it within half an hour. You don't even have to say
weird,
it.
isn't it?
Yeah, you don't even have to say anything out loud.
I think that's definitely not as far off as the first one. But also things like algorithms and that kind of thing, especially with like Facebook and Google, it's all based on like with Instagram. If you hover, they know what you hover over, how long you spend looking at one particular image.
when you zoom in on a certain image.
Well, no, it's literally like if I if you like a picture of some some football boots or something.
I wouldn't.
If you like a few pictures of football boots, you're probably going to get an advert for some football boots because they know that you're interested in football boots.
Yeah.
So it's but I feel like there's more than enough. They don't need to track your eye to see what you're looking at. If anything, that seems like it's complicated.
There is them things though, isn't there? There is games like YouTubers doing stuff where they are eye tracking games. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a separate system that you have to buy. You can't just get that with your webcam.
So we know.
Oh yeah. I still I agree with this one. I think they do that.
Okay, well that was my conspiracy of the week.
I feel like people like even if that entire thing is true, and even if the facial recognition one is true, who gives a fuck? Like, it means fucking nothing. Who gives a shit if they can recognise your face?
Stephen,
it doesn't matter.
Stephen, this is the first week of my conspiracies. Don't be a dick.
Sorry.
Matt's out here trying his hardest.
I had a Titanic one, but I thought these would be more interesting.
No, I agree with both of these. We'll have the Titanic one next week.
Okay.
But
Sam's way of saying, right, fuck this, I'm out.
No. It has been it's been about 59 minutes, so we're coming up to the hour mark.
Cool. Well, that wraps us up to the end of the episode. Thanks for watching, Geordie.
Hope you enjoyed it, Geordie. We do these just for you now.
We'll
just while
try
you're
and
eating
get
your food.
Alice on again just for you.
Yeah. That maybe not. I'll run out of topics to ask.
So
that's Sam done for the next year.
Yeah, that's me done for the next year. I'm signing off from the podcast for now. I'll be back in a year with 2 more topics.
It says a lot that our most viewed thing of like the last 7 months was Sam is leaving, pull one out, and it got 25 views.
Well, the people love me. The people love me. What can I say? Same, mate. Same. Oh God. Anyway, guys, you know where the socials are. We do this every week.
Also, follow the TikTok because Matt is
on it with the TikToks and the Instagram reels. He's on it.
It's so much fun.
We need to get you logged into the Twitter because none of us post anything on there apart from
you can literally post the videos that I post.
That's true. But yeah, anyway, get yourselves over there if you want to. Make sure you subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed it. And we will catch you next week on the Pour One Out podcast.
Bye.
See you later.
Matt's a virgin.
Stephen's also a virgin.
You know what? You're both fucking virgins. Bye.